Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Big Game Show. Brought to you by the Local Best. It's where to go before you go, localbest.com, as well as executive recruiting consultants. You can find them online at ercjobs.com. As you see us there, we've got Lee Palmer, Colin Beckler, Matt Larson with you here from the Pizza Ranch, as we are going to have some fun here this afternoon before the homecoming game, guys, and we've got two good ball games coming up. The St. Mary Cardinals hosting DeSmet tonight. The Cardinals 4-2 on the year. DeSmet 7-0, and then the Warriors taking on Dakota Valley 4-3 for Dell Rapids. Dakota Valley 1-6. We've gone through the parade. We've gone all week. Yep. Thoughts on homecoming atmosphere and what it's been like this week?
You know, one of the things when I was coaching that we used to tell the kids is, homecoming's great, but the one thing that everybody remembers is what happened at the football game. So tonight is the big night. This caps off homecoming. It caps off a great week. You know, it's celebrating the community. It's celebrating your team. But now it gets real. You know, the guys are going to get ready, get focused here, and it's time to play football and have a good time.
All right, as for you,
well, you know, what I think about it is these kids, all the way from middle school, all the way up through high school, and maybe more so the middle school kids, but they like to dress up too. They get the themes, and maybe they dress up more and they have themes. You can see them walking in the parade. So, I mean, really it's a whole school thing, and I just, like Lee said, I mean, it's the week activities, and I know about right now after the parade you're going to have the players start to really get dialed in and start focusing on what the task at hand is.
Well, let's start with the football game here for the St. Mary Cardinals. Again, we mentioned 4-2 on the year. Started a little slow at 1-2, but they've won the last 3 games, and right now number 5 in the 9B seedings. Final game of the regular season tonight. Final home game on homecoming. Playoffs start next week. So let's talk a little bit about the Cardinals and what we've seen so far this season.
I think it really starts on that ground game in the double wing. You know, you've got multiple running backs with Ty Brown, Nick Gasper, Lucas Flemmer. You know, they've really gotten that ground game going really well. And then when you think about it, too, defensively, you know, those first couple weeks, that first week especially, they missed John Pica. All of a sudden, he comes back. He starts to get his feet going. You know, the teams they lost to are 1-2 in the state right now. So being ranked 5, you know, they can make some noise. They can make some damage. And I really think that defense led by John Pica and that offensive ground game, you get that ground game going. You take time off the clock. You make DeSmet work defensively. You've got a chance if you keep that ball and you can just attack 4 yards in the cloud of dust.
And we'll get into what the teams need to do a little bit later on this afternoon. But let's take a look now at the Warrior season so far. Opened up the season on the road, tough loss at Canton. Went on to win 4 in a row, but the last couple of games have been a little bit tougher for the Warriors. But still number 4 in the 11A seedings. But we look at Class 11A, and it seems like it's up for grabs right now. You've got 1 point that separates Dell Rapids at 4 and Tri-Valley at 8, as West Central, Sioux Falls Christian, Lennox, Tri-Valley, Dell Rapids, all 4-3 right there in those final spots. So what have you seen so far at the Warriors this season, and how 11A is shaking out?
Well, you know, I always say 11A is the hardest class in South Dakota, in my opinion, just because it's always so tight. And I know the Warriors, you know, started out not like we wanted, but, you know, coming out of that game, we felt okay, like we could play, and, you know, that's just the first game, get it out of the way. And then we rifle off all these wins. And we're coming in here with Dakota Valley that's a different Dakota Valley than we've ever seen. Why? They only have 12 returning letter winners, and they only have 2 offensive starters back and 0 starters on defense. Now, granted, you know, this is the 8th game, and I think that can kind of, I mean, they have experience now, but, you know, the Warriors just need to forget about last week, do what they know best, play Warrior football, spread it around, and, you know, hopefully we can come out on, you know, learning something as well as getting the win.
All right, we'll take a break right now, break real quick, and if we come out of break, if we've got some seniors, I see quite a few people out here in the parking lot. If we have some senior football players around, we want want to have them come up quick and give a thought on this season and what it's been like playing 4 years for the program. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll have more with our pregame show here on Big Sioux Media right after this.
Why settle for good when you can get the best of Sioux Falls? Head to thelocalbest.com to browse the newest local winners in Sioux Falls, chosen by the locals, the place to find your next weekend adventure, or the cure for your sweet tooth. For your home improvement checklist, the best in care for your loved ones, and your furry friends. Whatever you need, the Local Best has you covered. Watch for new directories hitting homes and businesses January 1st.
Hi, I'm Craig Libas, CEO and Managing Partner at Executive Recruiting Consultants. We are a recruiting firm that specializes in the recruiting and placement of individuals in many industries throughout the Midwest and country. Our team specializes in, but not limited to, the following industries: accounting, agriculture, banking, finance, HR, and manufacturing. Please contact any of our team members and partners now and see how we can take your organization or career to the next level.
When your crew is craving Pizza Ranch, it's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Build your favorite pizza, select your chickens, sides, desserts, and submit. Pick it up or get it delivered to your door. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, it's Pizza Ranch for the win.
And we're back here on our live pregame show from the Pizza Ranch. We got to thank the Pizza Ranch for being a great host today, letting us come out and do this. As again, you can see a great crowd out here with us, and we want to give a chance to introduce a few of the players here that are going to be playing in the homecoming game tonight. We've got 3 seniors from Dell Rapids, and we've got CJ Smith here from St. Mary, kind enough to join us on the pregame. We threw it on the spot. I know we didn't prepare these guys, but you got the mic here. Introduce yourselves and just what it's been like playing the last 3-4 years and what it means to play in the homecoming game here tonight.
Henry, I'm the quarterback of Dell Rapids, and playing the last 4 years has been a great experience with my teammates. You know, I can remember homecoming has a different type of atmosphere that everyone loves, so it's going to be a good game tonight. It's going to be loud, and we got to go out there and do what we do.
My name is Aiden Beckler, and I'm a senior at Dell Rapids, and I've been kicking for the last 3 years, and it's just been an honor, you know, the guys welcoming me in and, you know, just competing with the guys. And homecoming just brings a different atmosphere, and it's great that the whole community is supporting us, and I love it.
I'm Landon Hone. I'm also a senior here at Dell's. I've been an offensive tackle the past 4 years. Playing with these boys is making a lot of fun memories, but homecoming, that's a whole new level of fun with these guys. Can't wait to play with them tonight.
I'm Ian Mason. I've been playing football here for 4 years now, gone through the program, and it's been a blast. Homecoming brings a different atmosphere here, and you know, it gives a different feel, and we got to bring it home with a win. So.
I'm Victor Knupe. I've been playing football here for 4 years, and just every homecoming, you know, it's always hectic, but it's always fun and busy, and yeah. So back to Ian.
I'm Landon Rusink, and I've been playing football here for 4 years, and homecoming is great to see all the kids come out and always have a big crowd.
I'm CJ Smith. I'm a junior. The last couple homecomings we haven't played at home, so we're finally back at home, so that's nice. So it's going to be fun to get out there and play.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for joining us here today, this afternoon, again at the Pizza Ranch. We greatly appreciate you guys coming out. You don't have to stand there the whole time if you don't want to. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Again, we want to appreciate those guys for jumping in on the spot here and joining us on our pregame show. We've got one more special guest that we want to introduce, and Lee, I'm going to let you introduce our special guest here. You've had a lot of years of working relationship with this guy.
Yeah, so for 27 years, we figured out today. For a man that has had no sons play and daughters only, gave 27 years to this community to bring football starting in 3rd and 4th grade here in Dells. A lot of these guys, a lot of this success starts in 3rd and 4th grade. So we want to thank Big Daddy Mo Wigtide for joining us here today, and especially for the 27 years he's given this community. Thank you, Lee. So, you know, some of these kids that are playing today, you had them when they were younger. You know, you've had kids for homecoming. What's homecoming for you? Because, you know, you're not going out there watching your son, but almost every kid that plays there is like your son.
Well, number one, Lee, it's a day off of work, and that's great. But I'll tell you what, yeah, these kids and boys and girls that I have had over the years have worked so hard to get here, and it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to the community for what they do for Dell Rapids, both schools. And I'm not just picking one, it's both schools. They're both that outstanding. They work hard and they come in and have fun.
And let's talk a little bit, because you got some of your players here. Big game tomorrow, semifinals to get to the championship tomorrow. What's it going to be like tomorrow, boys?
Let me talk for them. They ain't shy, let me tell you. But yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, you couldn't ask for a better bunch of boys. I mean, you see them over there, the ones that were behind us, that's where they started. That's where they started. And I'd never trade anything, and I won't trade this team. Yeah, we play Yankton tomorrow, but I said let's get homecoming done. I hope all my boys are out there supporting the Cardinals and the Warriors and the booster clubs at their meals from 5 to 7, I guess, both schools. So let's support our teams.
All right. So since we got you here, we're going to let you, game day, you go watch game day. They always bring in a special guest to pick the game. So we're going to let you pick. We'll start with the Cardinals versus the Smith. What do you see for that game?
I see Coach Flemmer coming up with a couple different plays. I know him real good. The way the Cardinals are working and the way, the Smith's tough, but I think I'm going to take the Cardinals over D. Smith tonight.
So we got a Cardinal victory predicted by Big Daddy. Now let's talk about the other game 6 blocks down the road. Dakota Valley comes up to face the Warriors.
Once again, you give Henry plenty of time to throw the ball. Let's see some different things out of everybody tonight. It's like you said, it's homecoming. Both schools will step up, and I'm going to go with Dell Rapids over Dakota Valley.
So there we've got both the home teams winning tonight, according to Big Daddy.
Let's dive in a little bit more about the games tonight. We'll start with All right, let's talk a little bit more about the games tonight now that I'm back off of mute. Now let's start with the Warriors here tonight. Again, Dakota Valley, Dell Rapids 4-3, looking to bounce back and head into their final regular season game next week with a win. Panthers coming to town. What are some of the keys for tonight's game here for Dell Rapids?
Well, first of all, I just kind of wanted to put that the Panthers are 1-6, but they're in a good position. If we go and play someone for their homecoming, that's what you want to do, right? You want to take that pride back. You want to knock them off for their homecoming. So I think here are some things I think that would help them achieve that. So number one, they need to stop the run. We have great fullbacks. We have great wingbacks. And we have a lot of motion now. We set these different plays, up in last game. And I also think for Dakota Valley, pass on Dell Rapids. I think that, if they look at something that they can do, if they have a lot of crossing routes, and I know we have good defensive backs, but I think that'd be a key that they can pass. And the last thing, for them to really have the chance, they need the ball in their hands all the time. So they need to force turnovers, rip at the ball, and try to make a good hit to make that thing pop loose.
All right, for Dell Rapids tonight, what do they got to do here for a W?
First and foremost, I think, and we've seen it before, they need to score on the first drive. And that just gets the momentum going, the crowd's going. And so important, that first drive, and we've talked about that before. I think most teams, if they would scout us, I would say 9 times out of 10, we're going to run on first down. But I think in this game, we need to pass on first down, second down, versus being in a passing situation all the time. And I think that might catch them by surprise is to pass, first, second down. And also, it's homecoming. There may be a chance to, get more players involved, because moving forward, the game next Thursday and then into the playoffs, we're in a good position to get a home game still. But we need to spread the ball and get more kids involved on a homecoming night.
All right, well, we'll get our predictions here at the very end. We'll shift over to the Cardinals tonight. 4-2, 3-game winning streak. DVC championship game here tonight for homecoming. You welcome DeSmet, who's 7-0. Tough team. What do the Cardinals got to do tonight, Lee?
DeSmet's probably the most athletic team in 9-man football right now. And actually, this may be the best 9-man football team since the 2003 DeSmet team. But it's homecoming, so you've got to feed off the energy. Use the energy of the crowd. The other things is, it's 4 yards in a cloud of dust. Ball control. If they can control the clock and they can march it up and down and just use that run game, use the double wing, use the counters, the jet sweeps out of it, that type of stuff, control the ball and the ground game. And then defensively, it's going to start with number 56. It's going to start with the big guy in the middle. If John Pika brings that energy that he can bring, and he gets a couple hits early on DeSmet, it's going to get everybody else fired up. The more energy that they can feed off the crowd, the better off they're going to be.
All right, well, we are going to wrap things up here on our pregame show. Again, thank you for everybody to coming out and watching us and being a part of this and making this a successful event. We say this every week. Get out to the games. If you can make it, go support the team. Of course, we will stream both of the games if you can't make it. Colin will have the call of the Warriors tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll be over at Rickman Field for the Cardinals. Kickoff at 7 o'clock as well. So with that, as we wrap up, let's get our final predictions. First, for the Warriors tonight against Dakota Valley. Colin, what do we got?
Well, first of all, I haven't had a chance to watch St. Mary's, but, you want the town to win, right? The whole town, we do a parade together. It's fantastic. I like for this event that we have it together. Prediction. I think Dell Rapids is going to score 7 touchdowns tonight, and I think it's the score. We're going to have 7 extra point kicks. I'm going 49-7.
All right, 49-7.
I know that's bold, but I know we can do it.
I like it. 49-7 for the Warriors. All right, Lee, for the St. Mary, again, DeSmet in town. What's our prediction tonight?
DeSmet's only given up 1 touchdown since they played Wolseley-Wessington, and it's going to be a tough matchup for them. But I think it starts with number 56 in the middle tonight, Al linebacker. And with that said, it's going to be a tight game. DeSmet's going to miss on 1 2-point conversion. St. Mary's is going to make it. My prediction is 22-20. St. Mary's over DeSmet to upset the Bulldogs on homecoming.
All right, there we got it, guys. Again, thanks for coming out. We'll give another shot at the crowd here as we take off for the night. Again, 7 o'clock kickoff. Don't forget tailgaters at 5 o'clock as well. Want to thank Local Best ERC for sponsoring our pregame shows all season long. And how about a hand for Pizza Ranch letting us hang out here in the parking lot today. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you everybody for coming out, and we'll see you at the games tonight here on Big Sioux Media.